Hi, this is Melissa from Balance Psychology Clinic. I prepared a few videos for you guys to answer your questions, and I had the help of Sebastian Pacey Smith, our intern. He's doing his doctorate degree at UNB. He's been with us for a few years now, and all the links he found like nice links for each of the themes of your questions, and we'll be sending those links by email. So let's start with the first one. When is it too much structure and when is it not enough? What's the balance? It really depends on the families right now. For us, I know the first week there was no schoolwork, so we have a 14-year-old. We let our life unfold. We both are working from home, so we were both organizing our offices. So the first week was literally on one side of the no structure in our home. What I noticed was increase, like everyone was maybe not sleeping as much or going to bed at the right time. So the second week, I think we did what's called like a in the middle kind of structure, where we gave 3 tasks a day that has to be done between 12 and 4 p.m. And it was exercise for 45 minutes, something to contribute to the home for 45 minutes, and something to light up your mind. So either like reading or math sheets is what my daughter had picked. We didn't say at what time, but we did say it had to be done in a frame of time. So it depends if kids understand time or can manage their time. We noticed it wasn't really working, that we also had some resistance with the task that we wanted her to do for her thinking. She didn't want to read, so her dad came up with a really cool idea of getting her to do a project and plan like a trip to somewhere in the world that she think would be fun. Pick a country, find like information on the country, what she would like to visit, and make a budget. So she's right now doing a PowerPoint presentation for us on a country that she picked. So we involved her in picking. The other thing we had to do was to do the if-then. We talk a lot about that in parenting. So we had to do or like when then, right? So when you've done your 3 tasks in the afternoon, then you do have your phone in the evening. When you don't do your task, then you take a break from your phone. We don't take it completely out of her life because it is really how a lot of teenagers are socializing right now. So we do give a consequence that's, I think, reasonable. So once we added that one, we saw an increase of her complying to the structure that we had put in our home. So there's some families right now that are telling me they're doing really well with no structure, and that's really okay. No structure, sometimes maybe you don't know, but you have structure. You're getting up in the morning, you're eating breakfast together, supper together. That is structure. It doesn't have to be a schedule with outside time or lunch. So some families that will work for your kids, and you like the flexibility. You might want to go and do an activity or a craft, and your kids can handle the unpredictability. I have other families that I work with, and mostly kids often, like when they have anxiety already before all of this change, and also like attachment. So that not feeling safe inside from their childhood or different experiences. So I find that with those families, having quite a good structure and like the schedule on the fridge and is really positive, and it's really helpful. I'll give you some really fun ideas that I've collected. Is there's a family that the dad is the gym teacher, so there's gym every day at, I don't know if it's 10:30 or something like that. I have another family, they're doing every day at a certain time, they're doing the Olympics between the kids and the dad, and they're so then they're doing like skipping rope or and they keep the points, and it gives them like a really good opportunity to practice pro-social skills for being a good loser, being a good winner. So that's interesting. I noticed in the last few days that having a teenager, it's really easy for them to isolate and go in their bedroom. So what I did was to make an if-then deal, to do a contest every day at 2 p.m. So we do planks, squats. I don't know, I'm hurting. It's really hurting. We started yesterday. So at 2 p.m. in the middle of my day, I do take like a brain break and a movement break with my daughter, and we do a contest. So we're gonna do that for 10 days, and then we were able to convince Dad to give us a reward at the end. So that's fun because that's moving and that's connecting, and that's something she looks forward to in the middle of her day. That's a structure. So that's how we're dealing with structure or no structure. We'll put a link on also like how to create playtime for kids. Often younger kids will need someone to play with them. So how to, for you as a parent, be able to take a break while they're playing, how to structure playtime. What I really like when parents, and that really works with kids, is when parents set up like maybe 3 stations, like a puzzle, Legos, and a craft, and then you can put like a timer, so that because maybe mom or dad needs to go to work for half an hour, and you empower the child to picking between the 3 tasks that they're going to do by themselves. And then at the end, it's like a big high five, good job, show me what you made, let's take a picture. So that setting up a few different activities to play with when you have to go take care of other things and make supper is really helpful. The other question we got was about working from home. Working from home is a huge change for a lot of people. I know it's been a really big learning curve for me. I think it really brings the conversation about adjusting our expectations. And in the question, they were asking about, is it typical that I'm not feeling as productive as before, and I'm feeling like I'm not doing enough? Definitely typical, definitely a conversation I'm having in the last week. We're having to adjust, learn, use the internet more, create office space. So what I did that's working for families, I put some signs on the doors when I'm working, and I also went to go get a clock so that I'm mindful in my day to take my brain breaks, my brain breaks, my movement breaks. The other thing I do is I start my day, I have a white erase board, and I start my day by writing my to-do that's like urgent, medium urgent, and then I write 3 self-care activities that I can do in my day. Could be checking in on friends, that feels good to connect. So that's how I've tried to organize my work life the best that I can, and make sure that I'm sticking to like a schedule. That really helps. And also it's predictability for kids. If kids, if you were to have a clock and you can use the opportunity to teach them about time, you could use a clock and show them, okay, I'm going in this place to work, and when it's on this number, mommy will be done working. So that might be a good opportunity for learning. So like putting like a kitchen timer so your child knows how long you have left to work, and setting up some play activities. Yeah. So structure or no structure, I say it has to work for your family. It has to work for your child, and you know your child, if they really thrive on structure, yes, and if they are good with self-directing themselves with play activities and you want to give them kind of something like us where it's like 3 tasks, but she still has some autonomy to choose when she does them, that works. So that's the first 2 questions.